Whether you are selling a low-ticket book, whether you're getting people on a phone call, whether you are selling a $7 challenge, as long as you understand how to increase how much a customer is worth on the back end, and you're able to forecast what happens in terms of doing a simulation when you're able to meet those KPIs, that is what's going to give you that confidence to scale, even if it means that you're losing money on the front. If right now your Facebook ads, it's getting you the views, the likes, the comments, the engagements, but if it's not making you money, generating you leads, getting you more revenue and profit, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to a coaching session that I recently did to show you exactly what are some of the mistakes that you're probably making right now, why Facebook Live should be done a specific way and it's not what you think, as well as some of the things that needs to happen in order to make your campaign profitable. Let's begin. First person we have today is Andy. Andy, I might just use you as the example for today's call because I think it's going to be very beneficial to everybody over here. Okay, so I was taking a look at this submission, and Andy, who's in our mastermind, says, okay, so Andy's doing an offline event where it's $198 ringgit rather, so that's 50 USD-ish, and with a bump of a second ticket of 138. Okay, we currently use Facebook Live to sell the tickets to a regular audience. Then we boost the Facebook Live video to cold. Okay, now I've not seen this yet. I don't know if it's linked over here, but typically, Andy, the first thing I'll say is boosting a post to a cold audience is not necessarily going to be the best in terms of ROI. It's going to give you the views and the engagements and the likes. It makes the video look good because there seems to be a lot of people commenting on it. But in terms of conversions, it's never going to be as great as an ad that's straight to the point with that thing versus an image as well, because those two will typically outperform a Facebook Live in terms of conversions. Now, why do I say this? Okay, so if you think about a Facebook Live, right, why does it not convert as well, and why are you not going to get the most in comparison to an image or an actual video ad? It is because Facebook Lives, whatever it is, there's typically a lot of fluff. Okay, so meaning you go on Facebook Live, right, and you go live, sometimes you're looking at a thing and then there's like 3 people there and you're going, okay guys, welcome to today's live stream. We are going to give you guys another extra 30 seconds. We'll just wait for everybody to kind of get connected. And now there's that weird silence. And then you're saying, hi John, hi Peter, Andy, hope you're doing well. Dennis, good to see you here again. And guess what? If this was an ad, a person that's seeing this will be like, what am I watching? Like, what? This is a waste of time, right? Because there's all this fluff associated to a live video. Now, there is some exception to this. Unless your live video has got this really interesting hook, right? Where you're live and there's an audience and there's something going on, or even if it's, you know, a typical whiteboard thing. The exception to that would be if you know it's straight to the point and you're doing it as though it's an ad straight away, right? So this would be different if my Facebook Live video is not really done like a normal live, but done as though it's an actual ad. So this would be like, when I go live, the second I go live, it would be, if you're somebody that's looking to be able to generate multiple streams of income, I want to be able to show you 5 things that you must avoid right now. Number 1, right? So this is where you remove the live engagements and interactions that normally makes live great, which is the interactions and calling people out and talking to them and acknowledging the comments. And that's the only exception that will make a Facebook Live ad video great to cold audiences. Let's come back to this example. Okay, so what are you hoping to achieve? Target packs 450. You got 225 right now with 30 days to go. Well done, Andy. Super excited to see what it is that you do. Let's take a look at the Facebook ads. Okay, so you've got 225 now. It's 30 days to event. So this means September, October, mid-October is your event. The target packs 450, so you need 60 packs per week. Okay, let's take a look. You spend 13k ringgit on ads, and this is the site. Okay, so let's take a look. I'll open up the ad.
这个股票的这个新手呢，要怎么样呢？赶快的，就是变成一个。
Let me just pause the video over here, and I am gonna pretend that I understand everything that you just mentioned. Okay, now, so obviously, in full transparency, guys, my Mandarin is like 3 out of 100. Okay, but based on this, it feels like let's just take a look.
10年的那个股票，到底呢？这个过去的10年，股市呢是怎么样上涨的？哪一些股票呢它是暴涨
Okay, in terms of the production quality, amazing. It looks like it's very well done, very polished. The only feedback that I will give you over here is, you might have heard me say this in the past, is I always want to be able to make it evergreen. Okay, I can see that in the ad here you have dates, which I'm guessing is this, and also I noticed that right before the video started, as part of the thumbnail, if I were to click on it again, like right now, right, there's the date. So I'm guessing that the date of your event is somewhere in the video. And the only reason why I don't like that is because, to me, I always want to be able to create a marketing asset that I can use forever, right? Unless it's really based on a timely hook that, you know, it's happening right now and I just want to ride on it. But based on what I see over here, I would rather you have the landing page mention the date and time, where else have the copy focus on the problem and solution and why they should sign up for this event. Why? Because when you have that, the power of that is that this build up of social proof over time makes a very big difference. Very, very big. So like for example, when we did Future of AI, some of our best ads, you know, Marcus might have shown you, was just an ad that we created for a different city. It did very well. And we just ran that same video ad that did very well in Singapore, and then we took the same ad that did very well and ran it in Manila, and then by the time we ended up doing it in, you know, running the ad, it has got like 700,000 views. So the social proof on that one ad with the 700 plus comments, it looks amazing because of the build-up of social proof over time. However, you can't do that is if your ad has got things that ties you down, because now it's not evergreen. Right? So this means that if you were to run this ad again, you have to run a whole new ad campaign and start from 0 likes and 0 comments, because the date and time needs to be changed again together with the video that might have the date and time of the event. Okay, so always try to think about making things evergreen. Number one, because we're all lazy, and number two, because we want to minimize the amount of work that needs to be done again by our team members. But number three, the payoff of having the social proof when you can use it over and over again as a marketing asset. Okay, so try to make it perennial. Okay, so this will be the ad feedback. Let's take a look at one more, and then I'll show you how to think about like what should we do next. Let's take a look at the website. Okay, sales video on top. We'll take a look. Right, scrolling down. Very nice. Okay, so as I'm scrolling down over here, I gotta say this is very impressive, right? The design's clean, slick. This is literally the level that I would want my team, right? My team will be doing, and I'm very, very proud to be able to see, you know, what you've done over here, right? That this is amazing. This is all on point, right? Graphics, layout, design, how it pops, and even though I have no idea, you know, like what the words say, I know it's on point. Okay, let's take a look at the video.
那么人性会觉得跑的已经高了，所以我们不要再进了，因为那个已经是高的。我要找那个还没有跑的，这个是我们所需，这个是要改变的。
因为我们曾经去碰过那些系统，有讲到很好的 fundamental 可以赚到很多钱，但是听讲的跟最后面对到的也许是不同。我就是其中一个例子。
他是讲对了，我这么多年来玩股。
Okay, very nice. So to me, this is more of like a sizzle reel type of video where you've got like it shows people's experience, testimonials, which is amazing. Now, obviously, at this juncture, I'm not going to give you any feedback on tweaking this video because it's already professionally done and it serves its purpose. But in future, something to think about for all of you over here, if you're utilizing these type of sizzle reel videos, to always rotate between male and female. Okay, so I was listening, when I'm looking at this, I can see like Candice appears here up. This is like the fourth person talking. And I can tell you that female case studies are typically way more powerful than male case studies. That's just how it is, especially in the world in marketing. Okay, so what I want to be able to do is to have this rotation. You might notice that sometimes in terms of like how we show testimonials is like, you know, different ethnic groups, male, female, white, black, Asian, Caucasian, right? We try to mix it up as much as possible. Why? Because different people speak to different type of demographics. Okay, so but I'm not gonna, you know, talk about this because this looks amazing as is. It looks like, you know, it's a very, very well done type of sizzle reel video.
我们要在股市赚钱的话，我们都需要一个可以找到自己的财务自由。
因为他可以创作这样。
Okay, so in future, when you redo this sizzle reel, when this next event happens, the only change that I will make, that I will brief the AV or production company, is to be able to start off not with some sort of testimonial based thing of somebody talking, but rather a powerful hook. Okay, a powerful hook to me would be like you with crowd and audiences, something like that, where it looks like this epic build-up, okay, to get a person's attention, like something like that, right? Open with this, those kind of shots before, you know, the testimonials come up. Now, based on all this, okay, so to me, this is still minor. Let's talk about the things that would make all the difference in terms of you hitting your target of 450 packs. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, guys, based on what I've shown you here today, what has Andy successfully done? He's already gotten 225 people. He's got 30 days to go. He's selling a ticket at $198 with an order bump of 138, right? So this would be the sign up. Okay. Now, this means that I want to be able to think about which part of the equation am I working on? Okay, do I want to work on? Now, here's what's going to happen, Andy. Without even putting you on a hot seat right now, I can tell you that this is exactly what's going to take place as you start scaling. Okay? Once you start scaling and you're going, okay, so I've gotten 225 people, I need 450 people. So naturally what people will do is like, okay, let me just give Facebook more money, because by spending more money, I'll be able to hopefully get more people coming for this event. Now, what you're going to realize is when you initially do that, by just spending more, which is known as vertical scaling, right? Vertical scaling means just scaling by dumping in, you know, a whole bucket of money. What will initially happen is your cost to acquire a customer will increase. Why? Because it is the same audience seeing a similar ad over and over and over again. So what you need to do, especially if you want to be able to get 60 people in every week for the next 4 weeks, which is an additional about 240 people, the first thing, Andy, you need to be doing is to think about how can I just be this factory churning out ads where it may not necessarily be you being the person thinking about or doing the ad, but you need to think about the hooks and the angles in order to combat this ad fatigue. Okay, so what you need to be doing, first of all, to decrease how much it costs to acquire a customer, first thing you're going to do, Andy, is you're going to come up with a bunch of headlines. You're going to be like, okay, so when it comes to trading profitably, what are different angles that I could be using? Of course, you can use AI to help you with ideas, but this could be like how to result without thing that they hate doing, right? How to result doing the thing that is unconventional, right? This could be using a prop, right? Think about the leaders. How can I write on what's viral, what's trending, what's in Hollywood right now, right? Can I write on what Warren Buffett is doing? Can I write on a TV series that is trending right now, right? And use it as a timely hook, right? Headlines. Based on these headlines, your goal is you could create different video ads based on the headlines, or you're going to send it to your team to create different images to split test based on these different headlines. Okay, so this is how you combat ad fatigue, by spending more money. So the first thing to hit your target is to come out with crazy truckloads of images and videos. That's what I do for my team. Okay, I support them with the different video angles. They support me by creating a crazy ton of images based on the headlines and hooks that I give them, and allow Facebook to do the split testing utilizing dynamic creatives. Put it inside sales process. Under the reporting, you'll be able to see which creatives is outperforming another based on the click-through rate. The higher the click-through rate typically means the better the image is. That will reduce your cost per sale. So for the rest of you, okay, you could be like Andy and you're thinking about, okay, I've got a somewhat decent converting offer. I just need a process of spending more money so that the more money I give Facebook, hopefully I'll be able to retain the return on ad spend and make that happen. Okay, but like I mentioned earlier at the start of this call, I said you can only do this that much, right? Like, how much more are you going to lower and decrease your cost of acquiring customer? After a while, those are the numbers, right? It's not going to improve anymore. This is where this next part comes in. You see, based on this, okay, notice what Andy mentioned, okay? So Andy has been very, very successful doing this. And the good news is, there's still a lot of room for improvement. Right? What did Andy mention? He said in the funnel, there's a $198 ticket with a second order bump, with an order bump of 138. Okay, so this is a 198. I'm going to put this as ringgit. Okay, so for those of you outside of Malaysia, this will be about 50 USD. And then the order bump for a +1, let's say something along the lines of, yes, I would like to include a +1, right, for my guest. And this is what, 138. Okay. Now, based on this, you still have one more month. Okay. What's the next thing that we could be doing? Well, the next thing that we could spend our time, focus, energy, money, and resources on is just thinking about, well, how do we increase how much a customer is worth? Okay, so some things that you could be doing, okay, Andy, is number one, can I think about increasing how much a customer is worth by thinking about my OTO? Right? Can I have an OTO 1 that says, congratulations for getting a ticket to this event. I would like to be able to invite you to the VIP experience to help you get the most out of this event. And these are the other things that you're going to get on top of priority seating. You know, you're going to get access to whatever, right? So if you take a look at like the last tour that I did, Future of AI, this OTO 1 was a very, very significant piece of the puzzle that enabled us to be profitable even before the event begins. Okay? Can you have back end? Right? So obviously, at your event, when you do this event, here's what I'd like you to do next, Andy, together with all of you, right? Some of you, you might have gotten access to the calculators that I've given out in the past. In the last What's Working Right Now, okay? By show of hands, how many of you here, you are in the last What's Working Right Now where I deconstructed Dean's the Own Your Future Tony Robbins Challenge? Okay, that's a calculator, right? That same calculator can be tweaked. So that's for like a virtual challenge. All you gotta do, Andy, is to know, okay, out of the 450 people that come, right? Whether I break even, whether I'm profitable by this amount, or whether I'm losing money. Based on this, what am I doing with this? People. Am I going to do an application close where 20% of people apply and then 10%, right? What are those numbers? Am I going to do a table rush for a $2,000 offer? And if 10% of people buy this $2,000 offer, which is 45 people at $2,000, it gives me $90,000. Would that make sense? You see, once you map out what happens in the back end, this gives us the confidence to be able to do what's required on the front end, even if it means that we're losing money up front. Does that make sense? So this applies for all of you, whether you are selling a low-ticket book, whether you're getting people on a phone call, whether you're selling a $7 challenge. As long as you understand how to increase how much a customer is worth on the back end, and you're able to forecast what happens in terms of doing a simulation when you're able to meet those KPIs, that is what's going to give you that confidence to scale, even if it means that you're losing money on the front. Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if they're right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below and my team will be in touch with you.